What do you have in store for us this year?
Video-wise?
Everything wise. Like what is Rob Avis up to this year? What is Verge Permaculture up to this year? What can we expect from you on the farm? Maybe I can split it up.
So this year on the farm, we've got lots of projects. I'm probably biting off more than I can chew. My mother-in-law always says you'll overestimate what you can do in 1 year and underestimate what you can do in 5. I like that saying a lot. In the next couple weeks, we're going to be putting in a root cellar, and actually I think there's some footage of it, so we could probably blend it in, but we got an old oil tank, no oil in it ever, from a neighbor, and so it's steel. It's going to be embedded in the ground. We're going to put an outdoor kitchen on top of that. And then I've been wanting to experiment with this for 10 years. We're going to put earth tubes in the ground, and the earth tubes are basically going to pre-cool the air in the summertime to keep it at a good temperature, and preheat it in the wintertime. So we've just finished doing a whole bunch of thermodynamic modeling on those earth tubes, and we're pretty happy with what the model's telling us. And now we're going to go empirically test it. And so all of our crops that are going to come out of the other project we're working on right now, which is a giant garden, largest garden we've ever put in, will be stored in that root cellar. We've had a huge weak link in terms of our ability to store food. The kind of root cellar that we've got is an anti-root cellar, in that it's poorly insulated and we heat it with electricity to keep it at the minimum temperature, versus putting it into the ground and having the earth heat it to keep it at that minimum temperature. So we're putting in a root cellar. Garden, like I just mentioned, massive garden. We're going to finish the passive solar greenhouse off. We've got some serious material issues that we're dealing with right now because of the global slowdown that's going on. But we're hoping those materials will be here soon. We'll get that closed in and kick that greenhouse off. I've just designed a silvopasture system for the top pasture. So once the manure that we got in last year gets spread, we're going to put in a silvopasture system, which will probably be a combination of buffalo berry, silver buffalo berry, sea buckthorn, and maple. I've designed out a maple syrup pipeline for the property, so we're going to have all of our maple syrup go way down there, and probably set up a sugar shack sometime either this year. Well, we won't set the sugar shack up this year because we've got to wait for the trees to grow, but we'll get all the conditions right so that those can work. We've got the corrals planned, which are going to be part of the animal systems that eventually will come, and then the fencing. And if I can get all of that done this year, I will be absolutely ecstatic. There is actually one more thing. The White House just to the right of me here looks like it's going to be turned into a commercial kitchen. It's had about 3 or 4 use cases. We've talked about an office. Ben was going to live in it for a while. But now I think we're going to turn it into a commercial kitchen. And we're going to be doing charcuterie on the farm, which is pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited about that. So a big year planned. There's actually a giant other project that I'm not going to tell you about until it's actually live. Bigger than all of those other projects that I'm working on the side right now. And it's very exciting, and you guys will be the first to hear about it once it's ready and live.